Empaths and Narcissists, this eternal dance between the two. After experience, empath might feel burned, wounded, victimized. During the experience, the narcissist would have played the victim role. So why do these two attract one another? Why do they do this dance? What is it that creates this dynamic? And in a world of duality, where there's two polar opposites, the empath and the narcissist are two of those. And the more the empath wants to be the nurturer, the carer, the lover, the peacemaker, the more they want to play that role, depending on the extremity of that role. They tend to attract counterparts to fulfill that, because if you want to be a giver, what do you need? You need a receiver. And narcissists are so programmed in the DNA that it's just give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Whatever you don't want to give to yourself, I'll take, I'll receive. So it's not necessarily that the one is wrong and the one is right, because they are teaching one another something. The narcissist is teaching the empath how to receive, and the empath is teaching the narcissist how to give. They might not be open to those lessons, and they might not take those lessons. They might not understand those lessons. They might not understand the dynamic. That's why in the beginning, the empaths don't necessarily see the narcissistic traits, because they portray themselves as the victim, and then they want to save them, or they want to make them feel better, or they want to be the one that's going to be kind to them because the world has been harsh to them. And it's to look at it from a higher vantage point and see, okay, so what is this showing me? Showing me to be more kind to myself if you've been an empath. It's showing me how to show up for myself. It's showing me how to give to myself. It's showing me that I don't need to overly give. And sometimes in the giving, I'm receiving, and sometimes in the receiving, I'm giving. I'm giving the other an opportunity to give. Because most empaths come with the inability to receive. Not that they don't want to, they just don't think they're worthy of. And there will always be somebody that plays that role until that role is no longer needed. So it's to see what is it that you are creating if you're in a dynamic like that, and how can you change it. And that's why on the one hand I put that video out on you teach people how to treat you. It's certain behaviors will keep on repeating until you say stop. No, I don't think so. Until you stand back in your power. And others will, the other one that I put out was do you have free will or not free will? Because we tend to, if you don't make a decision, if you don't make choices for yourself, somebody else will. So it's to see, where do I need to take responsibility for myself? Where do I need to choose for myself? Because there's certain ones that says, I don't know what to do with my time, you tell me. I don't know what to eat, you tell me. I don't know what to do, you tell me. And yes, if you want that experience, because all experiences is available if that suits you, and that's a nice experience, then have it. But if it's not, then start making a decision. Sometimes I've had people in the past, it was for instance one lady that I worked with, and she would always be dressed to a T. And I would look at her and I'll say to her, have you ever thought of going into fashion? And she was studying to be a lawyer. And she said, how did you know? And I said, you could just look at you and know that that is your passion. And she said, no, but the parents said, lawyer is a good career, studied to be a lawyer, and can't do that. It's there's no money in it. And I would each lunchtime or each break we would she would come and talk to me, and she called me her dream keeper, because I kept her dream alive. I believed in her and her dream, and yeah, we just continually sparked that flame and fire. And in later years, she became a fashion law person and fashion lawyer. And she's teaching and she's thriving, but she's combined her two passions, that which was suggested by parents, and that which came naturally to her. So it's are you living the life that your parents want you to live? Are you living the life that your partner wants you to live? Or are you living the life that you want to live? Are you happy with that? Are you happy with your decisions? Are you happy with your choices? And are you doing it from a sense of power or feeling powerless? It doesn't matter what we choose in this life, as long as we choose. It doesn't matter what we do in this life, as long as when we leave here, we leave with no regrets. And I'm going to leave you with that for today. Bye for now.